likes Palmer.
I swear to God, I could see myself ending up with her.
Oh, my God. Palmer loves kids.
Just never pegged you as a kids guy.
Catherine.
Really lost your mind?
On February 11th.
To be my potential. I'm here.
Weight Watchers new Points Plus because it works.
Learn about a free trial offer from Abilify. If you're taking an antidepressant and still feel depressed, one option your doctor may consider is adding Abilify. Abilify treats depression in adults when added to an antidepressant. Some people had symptom improvement in as early as 1 to 2 weeks after adding Abilify. Now with the Abilify Me Plus program, your first 2 weeks of Abilify can be free. Abilify is not for everyone. Call your doctor if your depression worsens or you have unusual changes in behavior or thoughts of suicide. Antidepressants can increase these in children, teens, and young adults. Elderly dementia patients taking Abilify have an increased risk of death or stroke. Call your doctor if you have high fever, stiff muscles, and confusion to address a possible life-threatening condition. Or if you have uncontrollable muscle movements, as these could become permanent. High blood sugar has been reported with Abilify and medicines like it. In some cases, extreme high blood sugar can lead to coma or death. Other risks include decreases in white blood cells, which can be serious, dizziness upon standing, seizures, trouble swallowing, and impaired judgment or motor skills.
Adding Abilify has made a difference for me.
Visit Abilifyoffer.com for your free trial offer and ask your doctor about the risks and benefits of adding Abilify.
When I see people trying to sell an old Camry, it makes me want to show them a new Ford Fusion. I can't help myself.
I'm kind of ready to move up and to get to the next level.
Fusion.
Yeah, I like it.
I should probably brag about this a little bit. The projected resale value, it beats the Camry. 33 miles a gallon on the highway.
Wow.
The sync system.
GPS.
Correct.
Phone.
Yes.
I love it.
It's the final days of the Ford year-end celebration. Hurry in to get 0% APR financing for 60 months.
Holly has something she'd like to say.
Hi, Camry.
Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, and I'm hosting the Golden Globes. Again, I know what you're thinking. Why should we sit through 3 hours of overprivileged, needy celebrities being handed awards all night? Who cares, right? Well, good point.
Live and unpredictable, the Golden Globe Awards, Sunday, January 16th on NBC.
I'll be there, insulting them throughout, trying to make them cry. That's good to watch, right?
A new year across the world. In Berlin, Germany, a fireworks-filled party in the streets around the Brandenburg Gate. Some great images there. Also, London, England. There's the London Eye, the eyes of the world, certainly on that town in 2011, with the royal wedding set for April. Well, about 7 minutes now until the dropping of the ball. From this point forward, we will be commercial-free right through the new year. A very loud, insanely energized scene all around us, the volume seemingly going up with each passing second approaching that midnight critical mass. Let's go down to Natalie Morales for her moment of the year. Natalie?
Hey, Carson, I think my moment of the year, I think a lot of people are here looking back on the year, taking stock of their lives, what they did, the highs, the lows. For me, the high was definitely being in the Chilean desert on October 12th, as Brian Williams mentioned just a short while ago. To be there live for that rescue, to see those 33 miners all pulled out alive. It was an incredible story. To be there and experience and witness that, you felt like you were almost witnessing a miracle. I spent more than 20 days in the desert getting to know their families. So to see them all emerge, and what a survival story in a year where we really needed some hope. They gave us hope. They gave us a happy ending that is so rare, especially in our business, the news. So it was truly a remarkable moment, one that I hope I get to have another story like that in my lifetime, but that is certainly something that I look back on, and it gives me goosebumps just to think about it, Carson.
Yeah, that really was something, watching all that. And then one of them came over here to New York a few months ago and ran the marathon.
That's right. Edison Pena, he just ran the New York City Marathon. And in fact, all of them have been enjoying their limelight a little bit. They became international heroes, superstars. So beyond the marathon, they've in fact been able to enjoy some soccer matches. They just recently went to see Manchester United play in the UK. So they've been enjoying the perks of their newfound stardom, Carson.
Yeah, that is true. What a great story. Thank you for that. Amy Robach, over to you.
Hey, I had a pretty significant year myself. 2010 was a year of personal changes. I happened to marry the love of my life on my 37th birthday, Andrew Shue. He happens to be right next to me as well. And I already had 2 beautiful daughters, and I inherited 3 beautiful stepsons as well. So now we have 5 kids. My grocery bills are a lot higher. My laundry piles are a lot bigger. But it's a very happy family. Andrew, what do you think we're going to have in store for us in 2011?
First of all, I want to say you're an amazing mom, an amazing stepmom, and I am the luckiest. But I think this is, we've all struggled, we've all changed, and this is the decade of we're all in the same boat.
Yep.
So it's a decade of equality. I think it's going to be a great, great time.
All right, Carson, back to you.
He handles you a little aggressively, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
That Andrew
I'm feeling
Shue.
a little jerked around here. All right, it's okay. It's all in love.
That is great, Amy. Well, that's good for the both of you. 2 kids to 5 kids. Maybe next year you'll be the Octomom is what you're telling us.
Really, you had to go there, huh?
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. Well, it's sort of an odd silence right now. The lack of ambient sound behind me is reflective. This happens every year. It just means obviously less than 5 minutes away from the new year. Everybody just sort of sits here like this, staring at the ball, and they've been partying for the last 6 hours, and it's sort of quiet right now behind me. And you'll hear John Lennon start to play. The sounds of Imagine. It won't be John Lennon. I'll explain that in a second. This year, a little bit different. But just kind of, with 4 minutes left, people just reflecting on 2010. In 2008 we were here, it was super rough. Last year, definitely a lot more optimism, and you can hear the beginning notes of Imagine. That's always a sign that the new year's almost here. John Lennon's Imagine, today being performed by Tayo Cruz. Every year, as I mentioned, just before the ball drops, the crowd sits here in Times Square and they all sing this classic song. 30 years after we lost John, it's as poignant as ever. And there's an electricity that fills these streets every year with the playing of this song. The Liverpool boy proudly called New York City home as a man. He would have been 70 years old this year. His presence still very much alive throughout New York. And a nice moment, and we'll sort of take some shots here with just about 3 minutes. The mayor will get to the stage and they'll drop the ball. And let's go back down. You've got some people in Times Square, Natalie?
Yes, I do. In fact, I have a really sweet story here. 2 sisters who combined their earnings and they bought their mom a ticket here to New York City. Is that right?
Yes.
Has this been a lifelong dream of yours to be able to see the ball drop here in Times Square?
It has. It's been on the bucket list.
And what is it like to now experience this just a couple minutes away?
It's so exciting. It's so exciting. It's amazing.
And who was the daughter who initiated this whole idea?
She did.
You did it, right?
Yes, it was.
All right. Well, you're a good daughter. Taking care of your mom. That's what we love to hear. Stories like that. It's all about the family on New Year's Eve. Carson, Happy New Year.
Well, thank you very much. This really is a cool couple of minutes. You feel like everybody collectively, and with social networking, we're all connected. But as a humanity, how often are we all ever gathered? I mean, if you go into a Starbucks, people are online, they're talking to one another, but they don't really interact with one another. And a night like tonight is a great reminder of that. You can sort of feel everybody collectively taking 2010, putting it into whatever time capsule, and sort of just putting it behind them and looking forward to 2011. Really a feel of great optimism and hope this year, even more than last. And just a nice, if it seems somber right now, it is, but that's about to end here in less than 2 minutes as we'll take you over to the mayor on the stage, and you'll see the final moments of 2011. Let's go back to Amy quickly in the crowd for some final thoughts.
Yeah, Carson, we have a great story here. You all have been having the time of your life. This is also on your bucket list, and it's a special day for you.
It is. I just turned 40, and so I've always wanted to celebrate New Year's Eve in Times Square. So here I am.
Oh, we're so happy for you, and you made it here, young lady, because you got what?
I got straight A's. 2 years ago, I was sitting at a party in Washington, D.C., our hometown, and I said to Dad, I want to go to that. I want to go to New York City for New Year's Eve. And he said, okay, you got to get straight A's for 2 straight years. And I said, okay. And I did it, and he kept to his promise.
And you did it, and there's a proud papa right there, Carson. Back to you.
Always. Wow, straight A's.
Yeah.
Could have asked for the car. I mean, it's nice here, but...
You should have asked for the car.
Well, maybe a few years until they're driving. And there is a great shot of 1 million people, less than a minute now until the dropping. And let's go to the stage. You see Michael Bloomberg there, the mayor, with his guest of honor, the 2010 Medal of Honor winner, Staff Sergeant Salvatore Giunta. They'll press the button, and here we go. At the NBC Universal family, be the first to wish all of you a very happy and healthy 2011. Sorry, I've got confetti in my teleprompter. Happy New Year, everybody. For some midnight impressions, let's go down to the street. Natalie, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, Carson. It's a crazy scene right here, as you can see. We got a family here who drove down from Toronto. You've actually done this before, though, right?
Yeah, we came here last year, but this year's way better.
Why is it better? Why better?
Because it's 2011, baby!
There you go. It is 2011. Let's hope it's a better year on so many fronts. All right, Carson, Happy New Year.
Oh, and the party begins in New York City. Thank you, Natalie. Now, Amy Robach, you managed to actually capture the midnight moment with the masses. Happy New Year, Amy.
Happy New Year, Carson. We've handed out the Samsung Captivate phones available only at AT&T. Some of our revelers here, and they captured the atmosphere of the ball drop using the 5.0 megapixel camera with HD recording. And let's now relive the midnight moment. Put in your phones together. Let's press play. All right. There we see the confetti. Two different angles of the ball dropping.
Nice.
Everyone kissing. It's very cool to see it all happen again seconds later in HD, Carson.
Wow, very cool. And they're making out there on the lower left.
Yeah, they
all
are.
in HD. Thank you.
Everywhere.
That looks great. All right, let's head back up to the rooftop bar at 235th with a glittering view of New York City. Nicki Minaj is standing by, ready to introduce the first performance of 2011. Happy New Year, Nicki.